Hey everybody, it's Ashia Paul, owner of Pawfe Puppy Shop and Cafe here in the great city of Detroit, Michigan. And this is my puppy interview. Okay. Yeah. So I am the age of 28 and I'm from the east side of Detroit. My entire life, I've loved animals literally since the age of 4. That was the very first word I've learned as far as the doctor of animals go. So I was saying veterinarian all around the house. My parents, I would imagine, were sick of me. But ever since then, I've been going straight to school for it. We had a total of 15 dogs growing up. So I'm definitely a dog lover, but dogs weren't the only animals that I had. We had ferrets, parrots, lizards, little baby eels that you get from the store, toads. I can definitely tell you a funny story about how my brother accidentally flushed the toad down the toilet, but that's another story. But yeah, I always loved animals. See this little baby in my hand. This is Tokyo. She is a Chow Chow. Chow Chows are from northern China. And of course, she's gonna be much bigger than this, aren't they, right? She's gonna be much bigger than this, but she's a black one. They are very floofy, as you can see. So when she gets bigger, she's definitely gonna be floofy. I would only imagine the grooming bill being like extraordinary. So if you do decide to get this lovely little baby, we can definitely help. Pawfe offers a paw finder service in which we get your puppies back to you within 2 days. So let us know. I originally came up with this idea during the pandemic. I had always wanted to do something with animals, especially being the veterinarian, the head veterinarian at that clinic. My goal was to have a puppy shop and then have the little clinic on the top in which I was the head doctor. So I came up with that idea, but I added the cafe portion on it because during the pandemic, I did notice a lot of people getting animals and pets, but were ill-informed on how to take care of them. And then once that pandemic came to an end, they didn't know where to go. So, or keep them or have anybody to watch them. So they were sending them to shelters that were in overcapacity. They were more than likely sick because they didn't know how to take care of them. So they were definitely getting euthanized. And then some people were just plain on letting them out on the street, which is very much so dangerous. So I came up with this idea to create like a safe space for both dog lovers, their owners, and canines to just thrive without restriction and be able to network and just be amongst each other. So that's what I came up with that idea. In addition to me wanting to create a safe space for people and their dogs, I love the fact that dogs just love people unconditionally. I created like this little campaign, which pretty much says God is love and dog backwards is God. And pretty much like we know about God, God loves us unconditionally. I genuinely believe that dogs have been created to love us unconditionally. I am also a puppy mommy. So I have 2 doodles at home, one named Timothy and one named Lucy Lou. And I can definitely tell you guys that they love me so much. Like I have corrected them, put them in timeout. I had to pop them a few times, but every single time I corrected them, they didn't run, they sat closer. And it was kind of that understanding that you're doing this because you love me, which is really like a reflection of what the word says, like a father corrects who he loves. And so that kind of shows that. And then on top of that, dogs are genetically inclined to humans. Research shows that just petting a dog lowers the stress hormone cortisol, but interactions with dogs elevate the oxytocin hormone that is also the hormone that is responsible for bonding mothers with babies. So to have a space where people can thrive but also get that on a consistent basis is definitely a goal of mine. And so, yeah, ain't that right, Ligosh? So, as I mentioned earlier, I am actually in pursuit of attaining my veterinary medicine degree. I won't say it's been an easy journey for me because as a woman of color in a dominated field by most people who are not my color, it hasn't been easy to get help and or resources. And I wanted to create not only a hub for people who own and want and have and love dogs, but I want to also impact the youth. My plan is to start a pre-veterinary medicine program that helps minority people, especially from the city of Detroit, to have a heads up on this thriving community and this thriving occupation. The goal is to pair them with thriving veterinary medicine doctors, whether black, white, it doesn't really matter, but to give us a heads up that we need, because there's a lot of people who love animals like I do, but just don't know the avenues in which they can get there. So I'm super excited. Stay tuned for more. And yeah, so you might be the next veterinary doctor. I don't know. Did you know that Chow Chows were originally from northern China? They're known for being big and fluffy, but did you also know they have blue tongues? Can you show the tongue? Come on, mommy. She's being shy right now, but you can look it up. Go ahead and search Chow Chow blue tongue on Google and see what you see. All right, bye.